Carl Sagan. Only this simple gesture in the morning will extend your life by years. Have you ever opened your eyes at dawn, felt that fleeting moment of tranquility before the day's chaos descends, and wish you could somehow harness that delicate instant to infuse your body and mind with renewed life? Have you yearned for a secret routine so simple it almost seems laughable, yet so potent it could sharpen your senses, steady your heart, and postpone the march of time by years? Now imagine Carl Sagan, the astronomer who turned our gaze outward to the infinite cosmos, stepping into your dim morning bedroom. You see him in that characteristic turtleneck, eyes brimming with quiet wonder, and he leans in with a conspiratorial whisper. There is one small gesture you can do each morning that is so simple, so unassuming, that most people ignore it, but if you adopt it, it could extend your life by years. Perhaps you would stare back, half disbelieving, half intrigued, thinking that the man who unraveled the mysteries of far-off galaxies now has a clue about the everyday puzzle of staying young. By the time you reach the end of this monumental narrative, you might not only discover exactly what that rumored gesture is, but also how it weaves together a cosmic perspective and biological insights in a way that only Sagan, poet of the stars, could have envisioned. And in those final moments, an unexpected revelation about how we truly align with the cosmos might shift your entire approach to daily health, if you dare to embrace it. Carl Sagan, in popular memory, is the gentle voice that guided millions through the wonders of cosmos, revealing that we are stardust in a vast, ancient universe. Yet beyond the poetic lines about billions of galaxies, Sagan also bore a relentless scientific curiosity about how life, this improbable sparkle on a tiny planet, manages to endure in a cosmos of harsh vacuum and radiant energy. According to rumor, that curiosity nudged him into exploring not just exobiology or space travel, but also the daily, almost mundane aspects of human well-being. Some who corresponded with him or studied his private notes claim he believed that if we are indeed stardust, shaped by cosmic forces, then perhaps living in harmony with certain universal rhythms can yield surprising health benefits, pushing back the onset of age-related decline. Only this simple gesture in the morning will extend your life by years, he is rumored to have said, referencing a daily act so elementary that many dismiss it as inconsequential. Could it be a simple posture, a brief physical motion, or even a mental shift so trivial we seldom consider it? The rumor speaks of something that, if practiced at dawn, sets in motion a cascade of positive biological signals that anchor the rest of your day in vitality. And if that synergy is repeated day after day, perhaps it fends off the usual markers of old age. That is the powerful promise swirling around this story. But how might Sagan, a man so dedicated to cosmic revelations, zero in on a morning gesture to prolong earthly life? Perhaps we can glean a clue by recalling his emphasis on perspective and wonder. He insisted that when we see ourselves as part of the cosmic tapestry, we realize how precious and unique our consciousness is. That recognition can spark a daily vow not to waste the gift of life. So the rumored morning gesture might revolve around bridging cosmic awe with a tangible physical or mental routine. Indeed, some say Sagan confided to friends that we must reconnect with the cosmos each dawn, or risk drifting into mechanical living that slowly degrades our body's capacity to adapt. But how does one reconnect with the cosmos in the first few minutes after waking, before coffee or emails can hijack our focus? The rumor claims it is simpler than you think. We can attempt to reconstruct it by analyzing Sagan's logic about cosmic cycles. He often noted how the rotation of Earth gives us day and night, a natural circadian rhythm that shapes every cell in our body. Might he have recognized that aligning with that dawn shift, consciously, can harness our biology's readiness for the new day? Possibly the rumored gesture is as trivial as stepping outside, barefoot if conditions allow, feeling the ground's texture, gazing at the morning sky, and inhaling a slow breath that reminds you that Earth spins, the sun rises, life surges anew. Or maybe the rumored gesture is more physically oriented, like a single stretch or pose that primes circulation and sets your posture for the day. Another possibility is that it is purely mental, like a swift gratitude statement or cosmic reflection that in a few seconds floods your brain with positivity, short-circuiting stress hormones. The rumor's power lies in the suggestion that we often skip such a small act, diving into daily scramble without gleaning the cosmic spark that stands ready to refresh our cells. One partial clue emerges from references to Sagan's personal morning habits. Some acquaintances mention that in quiet times, he would open a window or step onto a porch at dawn, let the cool air envelop him, and simply gaze at the gradient of the sky, a silent acknowledgement that we dwell on a rotating planet bridging darkness and light. They say he would utter a short reflection, something like, "We are star stuff, reborn each day," or some variation that recentered him on cosmic wonder. Then he would proceed to a mild physical routine, maybe a short walk or gentle stretches, before tackling the intellectual pursuits that consumed him. If that synergy is correct, the rumored simple gesture might be that short reflection with a particular posture or breath, forging a mental link that supplies energy for hours. Over decades, that synergy could yield a body less battered by stress or inertia, thus extending your life by years. Or so the rumor claims. But is that not too intangible? Could it literally forestall diseases or reduce mortality risk? Modern research does show that a daily dose of awe or positivity, especially combined with mild movement and fresh air, fosters better hormone regulation, immune function, and emotional stability. Over the long run, that synergy might indeed lead to a slower aging process, less chronic inflammation, fewer stress-related ailments. So maybe Sagan's rumored statement is not mystical fluff, but a pithy summary of a real phenomenon. Just do this simple morning alignment, day after day, and watch as your risk of degenerative decline recedes. The rumor's flamboyant wording might be hyperbole, but the principle has scientific backing. Indeed, many longevity experts now champion short morning routines that unite calm reflection, mild physical activation, and a sense of purposeful positivity. Given this theoretical reconstruction, one might guess the rumored gesture is a single curated act, like stepping outside to face the sun, inhaling for a slow count of 5, exhaling for 5, and reciting a cosmic thought. Some claim Sagan told a friend that the gesture includes mentally picturing Earth turning under your feet, the sun's rays bridging 93 million miles, and your body is a small but integral part of that cosmic dance. "We are not separate from the sunrise," he might have said. "We are an extension of it." In that fleeting recognition, you reorder your day's stress into a cosmic scale. Trivial annoyances fade, replaced by gratitude and alertness. The rumor's message is that this shift in mental state triggers a beneficial chain reaction in your physiology. Lower cortisol, better oxygenation, relaxed muscular tension, and a calmer but energized approach to tasks. Over time, that synergy might stall the creeping infiltration of diseases that rely on chronic stress or inactivity to gain foothold. That synergy stands as Sagan's cosmic blueprint for daily resilience, if we trust the rumor's thrust. Now let me pause to pose the first question for you. Dear reader, around the midpoint of this narrative, if each morning, upon waking, you stepped outside or at least open a window to breathe deeply for a few seconds, letting yourself remember we're spinning on a cosmic sphere, do you suspect your mood or stress levels would shift in any noticeable way by the end of a week? If so, would that be enough to persuade you to keep going for another month? Continuing on, let's consider how such a small act might accumulate power over decades, effectively pushing back old age. We know that physical aging is partly a matter of cellular damage accumulating from free radicals, cortisol-driven inflammation, and poor metabolic regulation. If a single morning gesture consistently lowers stress and fosters a sense of wonder, you maintain more stable hormone levels throughout the day. If you reduce chronic stress, you keep your immune system more robust, your cardiovascular system less taxed, and your mental outlook more resilient. That synergy can lead to fewer colds, less risk of heart disease, and possibly a slower cognitive decline. Meanwhile, you might also unconsciously make healthier food choices or remain more active, because your mental state is oriented to appreciate your body as a cosmic marvel. That might be how Sagan's rumored method yields big returns from minimal daily cost. The rumor's phrase, "will extend your life by years," is strong, but not necessarily outlandish if the effect is subtle but cumulative. So it might be less about an immediate miracle and more about an invisible warp in your lifespan trajectory. Of course, some might retort that Sagan died at 62 from pneumonia while battling myelodysplasia. How does that align with the rumor? Possibly he discovered or believed in the method, but faced unstoppable disease. Another possibility is that the rumor was more a theoretical stance, not something he personally practiced or championed as a cure-all. We can glean parallels from other great minds who recognized the power of daily discipline but still succumbed to unrelated factors. The rumor's statement might also be a posthumous reflection from those who gleaned insight from his musings on cosmic perspective, retrofitting it into a neat health motto. Either way, the rumored line, "only this simple gesture in the morning will extend your life by years," stands as a testament that people want a synergy that merges cosmic wonder with a real, tangible health benefit. Sagan's name lends it credibility because he so masterfully bridged science with awe. We also see that Sagan had a long fascination with how cosmic rays, solar activity, or planetary conditions might shape life on Earth. Perhaps in the rumor's deeper corners, someone claims he believed morning sunlight or fresh dawn air, rich with negative ions, triggers beneficial hormonal cycles. Indeed, some alternative health traditions champion sunrise, gazing, or earthing, though they seldom root it in the cosmic scope Sagan favored. If the rumor is correct, maybe Sagan concluded that ignoring the dawn's cosmic alignment is akin to turning your back on a free daily infusion of vitality. The cosmos offers you a subtle gift each morning. He might have said, "Why do you ignore it?" That synergy would mean that this rumored gesture is not random, but harnesses real environmental cues, light, fresh air, mild temperature changes, and merges them with mental awareness of our cosmic identity, delivering a potent microdose of daily rejuvenation. Over decades, that microdose compounds into a bulwark against early aging, letting you remain dynamic while peers fade. One might wonder if some diaries or letters confirm any of this. We find scattered anecdotes from friends who say Sagan had a morning cosmic reflection habit, stepping outside to watch the sky, breathing slowly, letting that sense of cosmic scale fill him with wonder. He might have recommended it to a handful of acquaintances dealing with stress or health issues. Because we lack official publication, the rumor took on a mystical ring. He said that if you do this, you add years to your life. The rhetorical flourish might overshadow a simpler truth. Repeated wonder-based reflection fosters emotional resilience, which fosters better physical health. The synergy is indeed how you might cheat the usual arc of aging, if only by a margin that is noticeable in later decades. In practical terms, how can we implement the rumored approach? Let's propose a direct method. Upon waking, do not check your phone or bury your face in daily chores. Instead, within the first few minutes, open a window or step onto a balcony, porch, or even just stand by a window where you can see the sky, be it dawn or a hint of daylight. If the sun is visible, you can gently turn your face toward it, though do not stare directly at it, obviously. Next, inhale slowly through your nose, counting maybe 4 or 5 seconds, then exhale equally slowly. As you do so, recall that you stand on a spinning planet, orbiting a star in a galaxy among billions, and that your life is a fleeting miracle within that cosmic waltz. Let that sense of perspective fill you. A single wave of gratitude or humility might wash over you. Then you might whisper something like, "I greet this day as part of the cosmos, choosing to live fully," or some phrase that resonates with you. The entire act might take less than a minute, yet in that short span, you shift from autopilot to cosmic alignment. Then you proceed with your morning tasks. The rumor suggests that repeating this synergy day after day, or building upon it, yields a mental and emotional posture that indirectly but powerfully defends your body from the slow decay of stress-driven aging. Over months, you might observe your mood lighten, your resilience to colds or minor ailments rise, and your overall sense of motivation sharpen. Now let me present the second question for reflection or comment. If you implemented a brief cosmic alignment each morning, simply stepping outside to breathe and recall your place in the universe, how confident would you be that in a year's time you might feel a tangible difference in your stress levels, physical energy, or enthusiasm for life? Perhaps the biggest challenge is consistency. People might try it once or twice, find it charming, but let routine demands reclaim their morning. The rumor claims Sagan believed the difference only emerges when it is a daily fixture, an unbreakable ritual. He might have urged that cosmic laws do not revolve around your convenience. Just as the Earth rotates daily, you must daily align yourself. If you skip a few days, you might not see catastrophic harm, but the synergy of micro-changes in your physiology might falter. Like a musician skipping practice, your body's instruments of stress regulation revert to old patterns. So one must adopt a vow. I do this every morning, no excuses. Over time, that vow cements a new baseline. That is presumably how, in the rumor's promise, you extend your life by years. Because by the time you reach your 50s, 60s, or beyond, you have consistently shielded your system from stress overload. The rumor's flamboyance aside, the principle is quite plausible in health terms. We might also recall that Sagan had a strong moral conviction about how illusions hamper progress. He championed a scientific approach that demands evidence. So if you're intrigued by the rumor, you might adopt the practice for a few months and track your own metrics: blood pressure, resting heart rate, subjective well-being, frequency of colds, how quickly you recover from minor injuries. If you see improvements, that stands as partial evidence in your personal lab of one. Sagan would likely celebrate that approach. Test, observe, refine. The rumored statement might be rhetorical, but the underlying method is testable. Some might find no effect, but others might see a major shift, perhaps validating the rumor's bold claim. That is how an earnest scientific mindset would handle it, bridging rumor with experimental spirit. The rumor's phrase, "Only this simple gesture in the morning will extend your life by years," might be a hook, but the real journey is verifying it for yourself. That is precisely how Sagan approached cosmic phenomena, an interplay of wonder and data. One final angle is the emotional dimension. Many who feel battered by daily stress or cynicism might find renewed hope in the idea that a mere minute or two each morning, anchored in cosmic wonder, can start rewriting the script of their day. Freed from the mundane smallness of repeated tasks, they recall that we dwell in an unimaginably vast universe, yet remain intimately woven into its laws. That perspective fosters a sense of humility, but also empowerment. If the cosmos can maintain star systems in stable orbits for billions of years, perhaps we can maintain our bodily systems in robust function for decades. That synergy might indeed lengthen our sense of youth, in spirit, if not always physically, but often the spirit and the body reflect each other. So from this vantage, the rumored statement is less about a magic bullet and more about a cosmic reorder. See yourself daily as part of a grand dance, and your body, responding to that mental shift, remains better nourished by calmness and positivity. As we near the conclusion of this massive reflection, let us unify the rumored statement and the proposed method. You are invited each morning to enact a small but powerful gesture, some might call a minute of cosmic greeting. You open your window or step outdoors, gently breathe in, acknowledging Earth's spin and your place on this planet among billions. A wave of gratitude or awe surges forth. You exhale negativity. This miniature ritual, repeated daily, fosters a mental environment that is anti-stress, pro-longevity, bridging emotional calm with physiological benefits like reduced cortisol or inflammation. Over months and years, that synergy might yield a life that sees less chronic disease, sharper mental function, and a calm vigor typically lost to aging. If the rumor is correct, Sagan insisted that ignoring this synergy is tantamount to ignoring cosmic truths that could keep you vital. Because ignoring cosmic reality leads to illusions. Illusions lead to stress or self-neglect, and that in turn fosters disease. Meanwhile, adopting the synergy upholds truth, both cosmic and biological, and that fosters well-being. Hence the rumor's phrase, "Only this simple gesture in the morning will extend your life by years," stands as a testament that, from a cosmic vantage, a tiny daily realignment can produce a giant arc in your overall lifespan. Therefore, you stand at a crossroads. Accept the rumor as mere hyperbole, or try the principle in your life. If you choose the latter, you just might find your days infused with a quiet sense of cosmic intimacy, your body no longer battered by routine stress, and your mind awake to possibilities. If that leads to fewer ailments, less tension, and a more fulfilling path well into older age, then indeed the rumor might ring true. Sagan's brilliance lay in bridging galaxies with the human heart. If he believed we can harness cosmic wonder each morning to gently push back old age, perhaps it is worth a genuine test. After all, as he reminded us, we are star stuff contemplating the stars. Why not let that contemplation add a few more healthy years to our short cosmic cameo? And so we end, or rather begin, with you deciding whether to adopt that simple morning gesture. Because if you do, you might find yourself forging a new pattern of existence, drinking in the dawn's hush, letting it reorder your stress, and stepping into your day with a cosmic lens. Over decades, who knows, that synergy might indeed transform your entire health destiny, echoing the rumored message from the Father of Cosmos, forging a new script for how you greet each morning of this fleeting life. Or you can remain in your usual routine, letting days blur together without that single minute of cosmic wonder, and let the tide of stress nibble at your vitality. The rumor's challenge stands like a cosmic dare from Sagan himself. Will you try the simplest act in the morning, or let your years slip away unclaimed? The choice, as always, remains in your hands. Now the final question, to close. If you truly adopt a daily minute of cosmic reflection or mindful posture each morning, letting yourself sense Earth's spin and your cosmic kinship, would you be willing to track subtle changes, like fewer mood swings or reduced tension, for at least a month before concluding if it extends your life potential? Or do you find such intangible experiments unconvincing without immediate results? Reflect upon that as you weigh whether to bring this rumored gesture into your morning tomorrow, unlocking a synergy that might quietly shift the arc of your entire life.